My dear friends, allow me to begin with some information that could save your life. At this very moment, 4 out of 10 adults are developing insulin resistance without knowing it. Your body is sending you warning signs, but most people simply ignore these warnings. Today, I'm going to share with you 12 signs your body shows when it's struggling to control blood sugar, and 3 natural compounds that science has proven to be effective in reversing this situation. Diabetes doesn't just appear out of nowhere, my friends. It develops silently over the years, and your body tries to warn you long before the disease fully sets in. These signs I'm going to show you are like your body's alarm system. Pay attention, because recognizing these symptoms can be the difference between preventing diabetes or living with it for the rest of your life. The first sign is dark spots on the skin, especially on the neck, armpits, and groin. These spots have a velvety texture. They don't come off in the shower no matter how much you scrub. Many people think it's dirt, but it's actually a condition called acanthosis nigricans. This happens when there's too much insulin circulating in the blood, causing skin cells to reproduce quickly. It's literally your body telling you it can't process all the sugar it's getting anymore. The second sign is something you might be feeling right now. It's that feeling of brain fog, when you forget where you put your keys, can't really concentrate, or feel like you're thinking through frosted glass. Too much sugar in your blood harms the circulation in the small blood vessels in your brain, affecting your ability to think clearly. Third sign, you feel like snacking on something sweet all the time, especially between meals. It's not a lack of willpower, my friends. When your cells can't properly absorb glucose because of insulin resistance, you feel hungry even after eating. It's like the fuel is there, but it can't get into the cells to generate energy. The fourth sign is very common, but most people don't associate it with diabetes. It's that heavy drowsiness after meals, especially after lunch. You eat and feel as if a weight has fallen on your shoulders. In healthy people, eating should give you energy, not take it away. When this happens regularly, it's a sign that your body is having trouble processing carbohydrates. Fifth sign, frequent appearance of boils and skin infections. High blood sugar weakens the immune system and creates a favorable environment for bacteria and fungi. If you've noticed that you're having more skin problems lately, it could be a warning sign. Sixth sign, accumulation of fat in the belly, even if you haven't changed your diet. When you have too much sugar in your blood for long periods, your body converts this excess into fat and stores it mainly in the abdominal region. In addition, the liver also accumulates fat, contributing to that familiar belly bulge. The seventh sign is small bumps on the skin called acrochordons, commonly known as skin tags. They mainly appear on the neck, the armpits, and other folds of the body. This happens because excess insulin is a hormone that stimulates growth, causing these small bumps to form. Eighth sign, itchy skin, especially on the legs and feet. Excess sugar in the blood dries out the skin and impairs circulation, causing this persistent itching. Many people use creams and moisturizers, but the problem is internal, not external. Ninth sign, getting up several times during the night to urinate. The kidneys work as filters, and when there is too much sugar in the blood, they have to work overtime to try to eliminate that sugar through urine. This makes you produce more urine and feel very thirsty, especially before going to sleep. 10th sign, constant hunger, even shortly after eating. If you can't go more than 3 or 4 hours without eating, without feeling ravenously hungry, it indicates that your body isn't able to efficiently use the energy from food. People with a properly functioning metabolism can easily go 6 to 10 hours between meals. 11th sign: blurred vision or difficulty focusing on objects. When there is too much sugar in the blood, the lens of the eye absorbs water and swells, changing its shape and causing blurred vision. Many people rush to the eye doctor thinking they need glasses, when in fact the problem is with their blood sugar. 12th and final sign: uncontrollable cravings for sweets right after meals. You finish lunch or dinner and immediately feel like having a dessert. This happens because the cells are not receiving energy properly, so the body asks for sugar as a quick source of fuel. Now, if you've recognized 3 or more of these signs in yourself, pay close attention to what I'm going to say. There are compounds in our diet that can help reverse this situation, but it's important to understand that not all of them have the same strength of scientific evidence. The first and most powerful is berberine. This yellow and bitter compound is extracted from various plants, mainly from Coptis chinensis, which has been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine. What makes berberine special is that multiple scientific studies have shown that it works just as well as metformin, which is the most prescribed medication for type 2 diabetes worldwide. We're talking about significant reductions in glycated hemoglobin, which is the test that measures the average blood sugar over the past 3 months. Berberine works in several ways at the same time. It improves insulin sensitivity, helps the liver process glucose better, and also reduces the liver's own production of sugar during the night. The dose that has shown effectiveness in studies is 500 milligrams 3 times a day, always with meals. It's very important to take it with food because berberine can cause stomach discomfort if taken on an empty stomach. The second compound is magnesium. And here's a fact that might surprise you. Approximately 30% of people with diabetes have a magnesium deficiency. This mineral is involved in more than 300 chemical reactions in our body, including several related to glucose processing. It's like trying to run an engine without proper oil. Everything starts to seize up. The problem is that not all magnesium is the same. Many supplements on the market use magnesium oxide, which is absorbed very poorly by the intestines. The forms that really work are magnesium citrate, magnesium chloride, or magnesium glycinate. The effective dose is between 360 to 500 milligrams per day, but it's important to be patient because magnesium takes at least 3 to 4 months to show significant results. The third compound is chromium picolinate, and I'll be completely honest with you about this one. The scientific evidence is weak, and the study results are not consistent. Some show benefits, others find no difference at all. So why do I mention it? Because it's extremely safe, low cost, and many experienced professionals continue to recommend it based on their clinical experience with patients. Chromium is a mineral that theoretically helps insulin work better, but studies haven't been able to prove this conclusively. If you decide to try it, the typical dose is between 200 and 400 micrograms per day. Don't expect miracles, but for some people it can provide extra support. Now, for those who can't or don't want to take supplements, there are some natural alternatives with some scientific evidence, although the evidence is weaker. Cinnamon may help.
A mais conhecida.
A teaspoon of true cinnamon per day can help lower fasting glucose a little, but the effects are modest. Don't expect cinnamon alone to solve the problem. To get magnesium naturally, you can eat Brazil nuts, dark green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale, and pure unsweetened cocoa. A tablespoon of cocoa powder has a good amount of magnesium. Turmeric combined with a pinch of black pepper can also help. Black pepper increases the absorption of curcumin, which is the active ingredient in turmeric. This combination has anti-inflammatory properties that can improve insulin sensitivity. My friends, I want to make something very clear. Supplements are not miracle cures. They are support tools. The foundation for controlling insulin resistance is still a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and adequate sleep. But if you are doing everything right and still have these signs, these compounds might be exactly what was missing to give your body the push it needs. It's essential to understand that each person responds differently. What works for one may not work for another. That's why it's important to be patient and give enough time for the compounds to take effect. Don't expect results in 1 or 2 weeks. I also want to emphasize that nothing I've said here replaces proper medical supervision. Use this information to have an informed conversation with your doctors. Show interest in investigating your metabolic health and, if necessary, request tests such as fasting blood glucose, glycated hemoglobin, and blood magnesium levels. Type 2 diabetes is a preventable disease in most cases, but it requires early action. The sooner you recognize these signs and take action, the greater the chances of completely reversing the condition. Don't wait until it's too late. Your body is speaking to you through these signs. Listen carefully and act accordingly. Your health is worth much more than any effort needed to take proper care of it. Now tell me in the comments, how many of these 12 signs did you recognize in yourselves? And have you ever tried any of these supplements? Share your experience with us. Your stories can help other people who are going through the same situation. If this content was helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any important information about health and well-being that we regularly share here. Take care, friends, and see you in the next video. May God bless you. May He bless the health of all of you.